Hello, educators. Welcome to Planet Spark Training. This is Shilpa Jain, your master trainer, welcoming all of you to day 2, session 1 of your training program. So, before we start the session, teachers, use the chat box and do let me know how are you all feeling today. Waiting for your responses in the chat. I'm doing absolutely fine. So I want to know how are you all doing today? Good morning, ma'am. Doing good, excited, great, wonderful, good. Okay, feeling better. Sayed has written. Awesome. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. So all of you, I'm thank you for asking Shahrukh and Shahrukh Khan. Oh my God! Yesterday I had a role play around this and some piece with Shahrukh Khan. How are you? I'm doing great, Shahrukh. Thank you for showing your concern here. Okay, so good to know that all of you are feeling great. All of you are excited about the training program. There are two things that I want to bring to your notice. Number one, teachers, I can see some of you are directing your chat directly to me, like Prayanjali, Ganavi, and Chandru. So kindly don't send me personal chats because it's practically impossible to go to each and every individual and check the personal chat. So please change your settings, change it to group meeting chat, and then I'll be able to see your chats. Second thing, teachers, just to bring to your notice, I have seen that while using the chat box, some of you use caps lock, like you write everything in caps lock. Why I'm bringing this? Because when you will be conducting the real classes with your kids, you will be using the chat box as well, correct? With the parents also at times. Writing everything in caps lock. Anybody who would like to tell me, like email writing, and when you write a chat or a message and writing everything in caps, what does it indicate? Please raise your hand if anybody knows. When you write your entire message in caps lock, what does it indicate? Yes, Ashu. Oh, let me change the setting. 1 minute. Yes, please go ahead, Ashu.
Ma'am, whenever we are writing anything in caps lock, it means that we are putting heavy emphasis on those words or letters.
Okay. So are you trying to say that we are trying to show that this is something very important?
Yes.
Absolutely incorrect, Ashu. I beg to differ
Okay.
on this. Anybody else who would like to tell me writing everything in caps? Pranjal.
Yeah, often indicates being an angry tone or, being very upfront about something on your face sort of communication. So in formal
Lovely.
communications, it is generally regarded as a taboo.
Very good. Thank you, Pranjal. This is for everybody's knowledge here. Using caps lock, entire caps lock is considered rude, is considered offensive. It gives that angry tone to your message. So avoid doing that. It doesn't mean that the message is important. It means the other way around. Okay. So especially if you're dealing with a parent who's a tech professional or something, they take care of all these things. Even I was told this by one of the parents. That is why I'm sharing it with all of you. Even I didn't have this knowledge. I remember 10 years ago, to show that this message is important, everything was written in caps lock. And I had good terms with the mother, and she said, Ma'am, there's a suggestion for you. Whenever you write this, it is considered that it is rude or offensive. Then I did my research and I was like, okay, from today onwards, I'll stop doing that. So that was some of my experience, which I shared with you to avoid you that the parents tell you, I have told you. Okay. Now lower down your hands, everyone. We have 93 participants. We are going to start our session. Everyone lower down your hands. Anybody who has gone through their dashboard, and can you tell me what are we going to cover today? What is our agenda for today's session? Anyone who has explored the dashboard, what are we going to cover today? No one.
Senior demo
Ah,
observation, ma'am.
who was that? Who was that?
Pavani, ma'am.
Pavni, that's not the way, you're on day 2. I shouldn't be reminding you the rules. Please raise your hand and then I'll give you this
Oh, okay,
opportunity.
ma'am. Sorry, sir.
No worries, Pavni. Okay, Pranjal, again. Go ahead. First
Okay,
one.
can I go? Yeah, great. So we are going to start actually from what I see on the deck. We're going to start with a little bit of review of what we have done and then move on to senior, what do you call, senior classes, a
Senior
demonstration of
demo
senior classes.
PPT.
That's
Thank
what I
you.
can guess from the.
Thank you so much, Pranjal. So everyone, please lower down your hands. Very important topic we are going to cover today. So I'm going to share my screen with all of you. Lower down your hands, everyone. Pavni, you're on top of my list. Give me a thumbs up if you can see the screen. Welcome to Planet Spark. This thumbs up would also work, Pavni. Okay, thank you. So everyone, I welcome you once again to Planet Spark training program. You know the rules. Videos must be on. Ensure you're properly visible on the screen and please be presentable. I can see that most of the cameras are still off. Teachers, I'll give another 5 minutes. We are on day 2. After 5 minutes, I'm going to hide all the non-camera participants. Then even if you interact, you raise your hands, you'll get the chance at the very last. So please make sure that your cameras are on. Yesterday, we watched a video of Elisa Dever. Today again, I'm going to play a video. But let me tell you, this is by far one of the best videos that I have seen. It is completely going to transform your life as an educator. Like I can say, I will not be wrong if I say that it is a must watch for every teacher. Pen and papers ready, you know the rules. I'm going to play the video. After the video, we are going to share our input. So here I go. Pavni, give me a thumbs up if it is audible also, okay?
I have spent my entire life either at the schoolhouse, on the way to the schoolhouse, or talking about what happens in the schoolhouse. Both my parents were educators. My maternal grandparents were educators. And for the past 40 years, I've done the same thing. And so needless to say, over those years, I've had a chance to look at education reform from a lot of perspectives. Some of those reforms have been good, some of them have been not so good. And we know why kids drop out. We know why kids don't learn. It's either poverty, low attendance, negative peer influences. We know why. But one of the things that we never discuss, or we rarely discuss, is the value and importance of human connection. Relationships. James Comer says that no significant learning can occur without a significant relationship. George Washington Carver says all learning is understanding relationships. Everyone in this room has been affected by a teacher or an adult. For years, I have watched people teach. I have looked at the best and I've looked at some of the worst. A colleague said to me one time, they don't pay me to like the kids. They pay me to teach a lesson. The kids should learn it. I should teach it. They should learn it. Case closed. Well, I said to her, you know, kids don't learn from people they don't like. She said, that's just a bunch of hooey. And I said to her, well, your year is going to be long and arduous, dear. Needless to say, it was. Some people think that you can either have it in you to build a relationship or you don't. I think Stephen Covey had the right idea. He said you ought to just throw in a few simple things, like seeking first to understand as opposed to being understood. Simple things like apologizing. You ever thought about that? Tell a kid you're sorry, they're in shock. I taught a lesson once on ratios. I'm not real good with math, but I was working on it. And I got back and looked at that teacher edition. I taught the whole lesson wrong. So I came back to class the next day and I said, look, guys, I need to apologize. I taught the whole lesson wrong. I'm so sorry. They said, that's okay, Miss Pearson. You were so excited. We just let you go. I have had classes that were so low, so academically deficient that I cried. I wondered, how am I going to take this group in 9 months from where they are to where they need to be? And it was difficult. It was awfully hard. How do I raise the self-esteem of a child and his academic achievement at the same time? One year I came up with a bright idea. I told all my students, you were chosen to be in my class. Because I am the best teacher and you are the best students, they put us all together so we could show everybody else how to do it. One of the students said, really? I said, really? We have to show the other classes how to do it. So when we walk down the hall, people will notice us. So you can't make noise, you just have to strut. And I gave him a saying to say, I am somebody. I was somebody when I came. I'll be a better somebody when I leave. I am powerful and I am strong. I deserve the education that I get here. I have things to do, people to impress, and places to go. And they said, yeah. You say it long enough, it starts to be a part of you. And so I gave a quiz, 20 questions. Student missed 18. I put a +2 on this paper and a big smiley face. He said, Miss Pearson, is this an F? I said, yes. He said, then why'd you put a smiley face? I said, because you on the roll. You got 2 right, you didn't miss them all. I said, and when we review this, won't you do better? He said, yes, ma'am, I can do better. You see, -18 sucks all the life out of you. +2 said, I ain't all bad. 4 years, I watched my mother take the time at recess to review, go on home visits in the afternoon, buy combs and brushes and peanut butter and crackers to put in her desk drawer for kids that needed to eat, and a washcloth and some soap for the kids who didn't smell so good. See, it's hard to teach kids who stink. And kids can be cruel. And so she kept those things in her desk, and years later, after she retired, I watched some of those same kids come through and say to her, you know, Miss Walker, you made a difference in my life. You made it work for me. You made me feel like I was somebody when I knew at the bottom I wasn't. And I want you to just see what I've become. And when my mama died 2 years ago at 92, there were so many former students at her funeral. It brought tears to my eyes, not because she was gone, but because she left a legacy of relationships that could never disappear. Can we stand to have more relationships? Absolutely. Will you like all your children? Of course not. And you know your toughest kids are never absent. Never. You won't like them all, and the tough ones show up for a reason. It's the connection, it's the relationships. And while you won't like them all, the key is they can never, ever know it. So teachers become great actors and great actresses, and we come to work when we don't feel like it, and we listen to policy that doesn't make sense, and we teach anyway. We teach anyway because that's what we do. Teaching and learning should bring joy. How powerful would our world be if we had kids who were not afraid to take risks, who were not afraid to think, and who had a champion? Every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understands.
Mahira, please lower down your hand. The video is being played. I made an honest request yesterday also that whenever the videos are being played, no hand should be raised.
The power of connection and insist that they become the best that they can possibly be. Is this job tough? You betcha. Oh God, you betcha. But it is not impossible. We can do this. We're educators. We're born to make a difference. Thank you so much.
Yes, teachers, when I said that it's a lovely video, do you think I was overrating the video, or yes, the video is really awesome? Please use the chat box. One word to describe the video. It was awesome. Yes, for me, you know, like I mentioned, by far one of the best videos. The video, if I had one word to describe the video, it would just be supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, which means wow. Okay, now you know the rules. Please raise your hands, share your inputs, what stood out, what is the message. Mahira, adjust your camera, then I'll come back to you. In the meantime, I'll go to Vaishnavi. Yes, Vaishnavi.
Yeah, ma'am. So, in simple terms, that person says that every child needs an adult who believes in them, like someone who encourages the person and somebody who supports them and never gives up on them.
So, who is going to be that adult for our learners, Vaishnavi, who never gives up on the learners?
That person is called champion, ma'am, and he is the one. He or she is the one who teaches them.
Okay, so who is going to be the champion in the life of your learners, Vaishnavi?
Like from the person who I have learned, our teachers
Listen
in
to
our
my
schooling.
question. Who is going to be the champion who is never going to give up on the learners in case of your learners? When you join Planet Spark, you'll be getting some learners. So, who is going to be the champion in their lives, Vaishnavi?
It's me, ma'am. That's me.
It's you. It's,
Yeah.
Girish, it's Pranjal, it's Padmashri, it's Prashant who's going to be the champion, who's never going to give up on their learners. I know some of the kids, they are a tough nut to crack. I must say that you'll get certain kids, but you are going to be the champions. You are going to believe in them. You are never going to give up on them. Thank you, Vaishnavi, for bringing out a wonderful point here. Chitranshi. Mahira still waiting for your camera angle to be correct. Chitranshi.
Yeah, hi, thank you. So the video is given by Rita. She is talking about significant learning with the significant educator. So
Hmm.
in the whole video, she's trying to say like, she's talking about strong bond between an educator and a student.
Hmm.
Because this bond can build trust and confidence, which help a student to like open up and learn everything with quite effectively. So this is all about she's talking about significant learning with the significant educator.
Lovely. So Chitranshi here mentioned what was the crux of the entire video? Building connection with
Strong bonding.
students,
Yeah.
strong bond with your students. Remember on day one, we learned about the three roles, the three hats, and the first hat was that of a
Mentor.
mentor. There also, I have
Yeah.
mentioned that you have to build trust and care with your participants or with your learners here. Thank you, Mahira. Now I'll come to you. You know why I am so particular about maintaining the camera angle? Because in the mocks, I have seen candidates not qualifying just because of the camera angle. Like this, they use their hand gestures not visible to us, and then we write a remark. Disqualified because not using hand gestures. That is why I'm stressing so much on maintaining the right camera angle, Mahira. Okay, please go ahead.
First and foremost, good morning, ma'am. And you started a video with an great enthusiasm and awesome video. She is a great American educator, and her video highlighted especially three main points. That is building relationship, higher expectations, and teacher-student bond.
Okay, higher expectations. Would you like to elaborate a little bit more on this? Higher expectations as in?
Hello?
Yes,
Yeah.
Mahira, am I audible?
Yeah, now it's audible. I don't know. Just a second, the video got paused. Okay. It highlights main 3 points. The first is relationship, higher expectations, and student-teacher bond.
Okay, that is what my question is. Higher expectations. What do you mean when you say higher expectations?
Believing in them. Okay. A teacher main role is if a student is actually good and it's smart and their IQ level is good, a teacher can do good. That's not the main thing. A student who doesn't have interest, who's as you mentioned before earlier that some are nutcrackers, breaking them, mending them, and molding them into a good educator. That's what you call a champion. That's what you call a teacher, making an awesome person.
Okay, so I would just like to paraphrase whatever you said, Mahira, here. I don't believe in having higher expectations with my kids. Okay, Because
no,
people have
not in the sense like I
got
just
your point. Got
mentioned.
your point. That is why I'm saying, but believing in them, believing that they can do better is something that we should focus on rather than having higher expectations. What Mahira meant was believing in your kids that they can do it, they can overcome it, they are going to achieve it. Thank you so much, Mahira. Vibha.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Hmm.
Yeah, so this phrase grabbed my attention the most. She said, kids don't learn from the people they don't like.
My
So it's
favorite. Hmm.
yeah, so it's important for us to build a very good relationship with the students, first and foremost. And also, we have to hold ourselves accountable because even as educators, we make mistakes. So when we are wrong, we apologize and we correct ourselves. And one more thing was that,
Okay, Vibha. Sorry to put a stop here. But yes, one of the most important phrases or lines used by Rita was that kids don't learn from people they don't like. And believe me, this is a harsh reality. If they love you, even if you make big mistakes, they'll ignore it. But if they don't like you, even if you make a small mistake, they'll tell it, मम्मा आपको पता है टीचर ने ये गलती करी थी, टीचर ने आज ये बोला था, टीचर said this, teacher said that. They are going to nitpick everything. So the first thing, if you want to have a smooth journey with your learners, build that connection, build that rapport with them. And then Vibha also highlighted the importance of saying sorry to your learners. Correct? Sometimes we feel that I am the educator, I have that upper hand in the class, why should I be saying sorry? Nothing like that. I'll give you a good example. Once, while evaluating one of the regular classes, I was evaluating that class and I saw that the kid asked a question which was not relevant to the class, not at all. Correct? The teacher was teaching some other topic, and maybe the kid, I don't remember the question exactly, but it was something related to space. Okay? See, teachers, first we all should understand that we are educators. We are not walking encyclopedias. I can't expect you to have an answer to each and every question. Same goes with me. If you ask me something, there are many things that I don't know. But you know what the teacher did? Instead of saying, I don't know this, she gave a wrong information to the child, which is completely not acceptable here at Planet Spa. If the kids ask you something and you don't know the answer, very politely you can tell them, I'm so sorry, bacha. Right now, I don't know the answer to this question, but don't worry. Shilpa ma'am would find out on this topic. I'll do a little research, and maybe in the next class, I'll give you the answer. Do it that way, correct? No need to give false information. Again, I'm telling you, we don't think that you are walking encyclopedias. It is not. Don't ever think. The kid asked me a question. I don't know what is the team going to think of me when they evaluate the question. It's completely okay. We are human beings. I can't expect you to have the answer to each and every question. But don't give wrong information. Ask them to allow you some time. I'll do a research on it, and maybe in the next class, we are going to talk about it. With me on this, teacher, is very important. Never give wrong information to the kid. ये सोच के कि ठीक है बच्चा है कुछ भी बता देती हूँ, how does it matter? It remains in the memory of the kid for long. Like again, the kids, हिंदी में हम बोलते हैं पत्थर की लकीर. टीचर की बातें ना पत्थर की लकीर होती है. They completely believe their teachers. Again, a good example. Few days ago, my son was reading his SST chapter, Social Studies, and there he was learning about latitudes and longitudes, and there was a term GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. If you all remember, you go back to your childhood days. And he was reading it as Greenwich, because the spelling says GREENWICH. He was constantly reading it as Greenwich. I told him, Arman, it's not Greenwich, it's pronounced as Greenwich. Not Greenwich, Greenwich. You know what did he tell me? मेरी टीचर ने बोला है ये ग्रीनविच होता है तो ये ग्रीनविच होता है. And I was like, Bacha, I know, even I might be wrong somewhere, but Mama is completely sure that it is Greenwich. He didn't believe me. I had to show him the Google pronunciation, and only then he believed me. है ना? So that is an example. Whatever the teacher says, the kids are like, if my teacher has said this, this is absolutely correct. Whatever others say, I don't mind. My teacher is the person whom I need to believe, which is a very good thing. And that is why I'm saying don't give any false information to your kids. Very, very important here. Thank you. Priyanjali, your input, please.
So basically, this video focus on building relationship with their student, and the relationship is the base for developing our own the self-esteem of the student. The if the bottom of their heart is saying that I'm not able to do it, the relationship can overcome by this feeling, and through this the student can develop the but or he or she have never thought of. So, building the relationship is the core of this video.
Lovely. So Priyanjali, building the self-esteem, building relationship, because sometimes the kids would start their session, believe me, through my ma'am, mujhse nahi hoga. Ma'am, I don't think I'll be able to do this. Why? Because somewhere they have heard it from their parents, they have heard it from their peer group that you're good for nothing. Believe me, parents knowingly, unknowingly, when they compare, they give this feeling to the child that you're good for nothing, you can't do it. So if negative remarks can have an impression on, ma'am, you are not audible. Am I not audible, teachers? Give me a thumbs up if I'm audible. Okay, Harmukta, you need to check your settings. So like I was saying, what was I saying? I lost my chain of thoughts here. Anybody who will tell me what I was saying?
Parents don't have to compare and create the thing.
So if negative remarks can have an impression on the mind of the children, imagine you start your class every day. I know you can do it. You are very confident. You are my best student. I believe in you. Even that is going to have a long lasting impression on the mind of the kids. Rita very rightly said, if you say it long, it starts to be a part of you. Nowadays, this word is trending, manifestation, है ना? जैसा आप सोचते हो, जैसा आप बोलते हो, that starts happening with you. So always take 1 or 2 minutes out in your class and have this positive affirmations with the kids. I know I can do it. I am the best. I believe in myself. My teacher believes in me. And see the magic happening, teachers. Okay, Pooja, your input. I'll take 3 more inputs. Pooja, Prashant, and Inderpreet.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning.
In my that's all. Many people have explained already. So it's all about building a wonderful bond with the kid. So it's not only we teaching lessons, right? It's more about what impact have you made? How have you made them feel at the end of the day? Like, have I made them feel good? Have I made them feel very confident in their own self, right? So I would, like any teacher, the whole crux of the video says that you need to build that beautiful relationship with the kid, that understand every kid would have some positives and negatives, right? Emphasize on the positives and encourage them, give them the confidence, give them, so they can just open up with you, you can be the guiding light for them.
Lovely, Pooja. And Rita here gave a very good example. The test that she gave, and a child scored only 2 marks. Am I audible, teachers? Can you hear me, teachers?
Ma'am.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes,
now
I'm so sorry.
you are freeze actually.
So sorry. I hope I'm audible now. You all can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry. So remember the example that Rita gave. One of the kid, he scored +2 in a test. Out of 20, he got only 2 marks. So rather than focusing on -18, Rita focused on the +2 and gave a smiley. So rather than focusing on the areas of improvement, yes, we will be working on the areas of improvement. But first, we need to highlight the strengths of our learners. Rita didn't stop at giving +2 and a smiley. She also said to the child that if we work together, we can make it better. So that is how you're going to approach your students, focusing on their strengths, and giving them the confidence that we are going to work on your areas of improvement together. Never say you have to work on this. Always replace it, we are going to work on this. Give them that confidence. Okay. Prashant, your input.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everybody. Most of the things has been covered till now. What two things had stood out for me, I will just talk about that. First is the value and importance of a human relationship. I feel she used the sentence that the educator should first seek to understand. So that's very important point for me, for us as an educator. And second important thing, I felt that teaching and learning should bring joy. So that should be the ultimate goal. If you can able to do that, you can do wonders.
Lovely. So Prashant mentioned a wonderful point from the video that if you want your kids to understand you, the first thing that you need to do is understand them. She mentioned a line, in order to be understood, the first thing that you need to do is understand. So first, understand your kids, put them in their shoes, put yourself in their shoes, and only then, it's a vice versa kind of thing. If you respect your learners are going to give you the respect. Thank you, Prashant. Inderpreet, the last one.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Almost everything has been covered, but she also emphasized that as a teacher, we need to forget obviously we may have problems in our lives, or our day may not be beginning very well, but we have to forget that, and we ourselves have to be very cheerful and joyful when we enter our class, and only then we can cheer them up. And obviously they also must have come sad, or they must not have begun in a very pleasant way that morning. So we need to cheer them up, we need to build that rapport with them, and of course accepting mistakes as well. Nobody is perfect, so if we have committed any mistake, we should be accepting our mistakes, and likewise we should be accepting our students' mistakes as well, right? So obviously we should encourage them to speak up their mind and not just expect perfection all the time. So speaking up is I guess more important, so we should be building them that. Thank you.
Lovely. Rita mentioned a point, teachers have to be great actors and actresses. Remember, she mentioned this line. And why did she mention? One reason Inderpreet already has given, that you may not have a very good day. Maybe you had a squabble with your husband, an argument with your kids, a fight with your parents, doesn't matter. When you come to the class, see, the kid has been waiting the entire week to meet you. So you have to make the most of that 1 hour. You have to leave your worries outside, everything. When you come to the class, a smile, a happy face should be there. And not only that, Rita also mentioned that you have to be great actors and actresses, because you may not like each and every of your children. That was the best part. There are certain kids, like I mentioned, who are difficult to handle. But even when they come to your class, you should be like, oh my God, Shilpa ma'am was waiting the entire week to meet you. You are such a good boy or such a good girl. You are so confident. You have to again be an actor and actress to make the child feel special, to boost that confidence, to boost that self-esteem in your learners. Thank you so much, teachers, for participating. Now, please lower down your hands and let me go through the slides. Everyone, Harmukta, kindly lower down your hand. Our norms, on time, all the time. Today, most of the participants joined on time, so I'm happy. Participate actively, open to learning, and please take notes. This is what we are going to cover today. Opening, which we have already done. Then we are going to observe the senior demo PPT. We know the rule of the breaks. Exactly at 11:20, we'll log out from this session link. Immediately join the next session link. Mics off, cameras off, a break of 10 minutes. Use of body language and voice, and closing, I'll be taking up your queries. So the objectives for the first part would be, what are the different teacher actions that will help you to build a strong relationship with the students? We have learned through Rita's video that it is very, very important to build a relationship.
Hello, ma'am. You are not audible. Hello, Shilpa. You freeze again, I guess.
Is it just 1 minute, teachers? Can you allow me 5 minutes? Am I audible now?
Yes,
Yes,
you are.
you're audible.
Yes, ma'am, you're
Yes, ma'am,
audible
it's
now.
audible.
Okay, just allow me 5 minutes. I'll be on mute. My camera would be off. I may even be logged out of the meeting, but I'll join again. Give me 5 minutes. I'll change the network. I think today Airtel connection is not working well. I'll change the network, but it might take me 5 minutes. So please be a little patient here and allow me 5 minutes to do that. Thank you so
Okay, take your time.
No problem, ma'am.
much, to teachers. Just allow me a minute. I'm back, teachers. Thank you for patiently waiting for me. Now I have changed the network, so I don't think I'll be facing any issues today. I hope I'm audible and visible clearly. Thank you. Thank you so much, teachers. So I'm going to share my screen. And once again, thank you for being such a lovely and patient group. Here I go. Yes, slideshow. Who would give me a thumbs up if the screen is visible? Brahmara, can you give me a thumbs up? The screen is visible? Thank you. So, like I mentioned, building relationship is very, very important. And today we are going to witness how or what are the different teacher actions that you have to take to build a strong relationship with the students. So let's see. Let me tell you, teachers, today we are going to cover the first 45 minutes of the demo. Who remembers? Who's going to tell me what is the duration of the video demo class? First, how many minutes? What do we do? Second, how many minutes? What do we do? Priyanjali. Oh, 1 minute, 1 minute. I'll have to change the setting again. Yes, please go ahead.
Ma'am, for 45 minutes, we have 60 minutes for total class, and for 45 minutes, we will interact with the student, and for 15 minutes, we will interact with the parent.
Lovely. So Pranjali remembers first 45 minutes we interact with the learners and last 15 minutes we interact with the parents. So today we are going to see the first 45 minutes of the demo class, that how a teacher interacts with the child and along with that with the parents. So which two hats do you think we would be wearing today? Mentor, facilitator, influencer. Out of the three hats, we would be wearing two hats. Which two hats and why? Raise your hand. Harmukta's camera is off. Prashant, please go ahead.
We will be wearing the hats of mentor and facilitator.
Okay, why not an influencer? That's correct, Prashant, but why not an influencer?
Influencer is something to do with their decisions, which will came on the latter stage.
Lovely. Influencer, I said at Planet Spark, whenever I say influencer, more than the learners, we have to play this role with our decision makers, that is our stakeholders, to influence their decision making ability. Thank you so much. So once again, I'm going to share my screen. So which two hats do you think we are going to wear today? The answer is that of a mentor and a facilitator. Now, moving ahead. Teachers, pen and papers ready. Don't take a screenshot because there are certain changes which I want to recommend here. What are the changes? Our learners are divided into three categories: junior, senior, grown up, or the other name for the grown up category is the adult category. So our learners are divided into three categories: junior, senior, grown up, or the adult. Who comes under our junior category? Students from KG to 3. Here it is written 1 to 3, but it is KG to 3 comes under our junior category. Senior category, grade 4 to grade 12. They come under our senior category. And anybody who's above that, college, college students, homemakers, corporate professionals, they come under our grown-up category or the adult category. It is very important to remember this. Why? For example, you go to your demo pool page and you pick up a demo for class 4. So now you know class 4 comes under my senior category. So you are going to open the senior demo PPT for them, not the junior demo PPT, not the grown-up PPT. So it is very important to remember KG to 3 junior category, 4 to 12 senior category, above that our grown-up category or the adult category. Now there's one more thing to notice. Junior category, we have only one PPT. Okay, whether it is an Indian student, international student, junior category, we have only one PPT. But for senior category, you'll see there are two PPTs. One for the Indian student, one for the international or global students. Today we'll see the first one, grade 4 Indian students. That is senior category Indian students. But don't worry, there is only one difference between the Indian PPT and the global PPT. Write it down. In Indian PPT, we use Ovia's speech. Ovia is the name of the speaker. We use Ovia's speech. Whereas in international PPT, we use Greta's speech. When we come to that particular area, again, I'll remind you that this is the only difference. Grown-up category, again, there are two PPTs. Basic English, somebody who's just starting their journey in English, very, very basic. So basic English PPT. And somebody who's good in English, but they need to brush up their skills. We have presentation skills for them. So who would tell me, I stopped it, the three categories and how they are divided? Please raise your hands. Sheila.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah. Good morning, ma'am. There are three basic categories divided as per the criteria given by Planet Spark. The first one is the junior, then the senior, and then the grown-ups or the adult ones.
I'll stop you here. Chitranshi, who comes under our junior category?
From grade KG to third.
Very good. Chandru, who comes under our senior category?
Ma'am, from grade 4 to grade 12.
Grade 4 to grade 12. Aditi, what is the other name for the grown-up category?
Ma'am, adult.
Thank you.
Adult category.
Reshma, who comes under our adult category?
Ma'am, anyone above the grade 12 comes under the adult category.
Thank you. Aishwarya, how many PPTs do we have for the junior category?
1 PPT.
1 PPT. Shruti, for the senior category? You need to unmute yourself.
2 PPTs, ma'am.
2 PPTs. Why 2 PPTs, Prashuma?
One for Indian kids and the other one for global.
Okay. Prashuma was about to answer, but
Oh, I'm so
cancelled
sorry.
it. No worries, no worries. No, completely okay. Prashuma, for the adult category, how many PPTs do we have?
Ma'am, 2 PPTs.
Can you name the 2 PPTs?
Ovia's speech and Rita's speech.
That is not in the adult category. That
Basic skills and presentation skills.
Lovely. Basic skills and presentation skills. Thank you so much. Please lower down your hands. We are going to see the video now. We are going to witness a PS classroom now. We are going to cover the senior demo PPT, that to the Indian one. And skip this 2 slides like I do always, not needed right now. Please take a screenshot of this, teachers, and lower down your hands in the meantime. Our demo class is very well structured. We have different segments. Like first, we'll start with the context setting. Then introduction to public speaking skills with the help of a game. Then there would be a speech delivery. Then we'll teach the child how to write a speech. And finally, there would be the final showcase. We are going to dive deep into each and every segment. But please take a screenshot of this. Now, first we are going to see the context setting part. Observe the video very carefully and then I'll be asking questions related to it. The minutest detail needs to be observed here, teachers, because my questions would be very deep. Here I go.
Will we begin?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please. Okay, amazing. Just allow me a second.
And one more thing, teachers, I'll be increasing the playback speed, which I do in all of my training programs. But don't worry, the video would be easily comprehensible by all of you. So here I'm going to increase the playback speed a little.
To share my screen. And here we go. Yes. Okay. So yes, so I think we are all set. We have joined from laptop. I can see all of you there in one frame. And let's just, ensure that we are there to interact, right? So don't worry, keep yourself off mute. We can talk whenever you have any questions. Just feel free to say. Just all of us are only here, so feel free, okay? And yes, so let's get started. So a question for you, Tia, to start with. What do you see on the screen? Can you read this out loud?
Become a confident public speaker.
Wow, and I like how confidently you read it out. Very good. So what do you mean by a confident public speaker, Tia?
Why we mean by a confident public speaker, like we can speak confidently in front of public, in front of everyone.
Yeah, that's correct. Like without any hesitation and just like when we are there out in front of a public, large audience, then also we can speak. Absolutely. Do you want to become a confident public speaker?
Yes, I want to become a confident.
Yes, amazing. All right. So that's why we are here today. And I'm pretty sure that towards the end of the class, you would have created something of your own. We'll come to what that is and also present it in front of everyone. Okay? Yeah. All right. So I know, ma'am, we spoke on phone, right, earlier. So I know you know me. Let me quickly introduce myself for everyone. So my name is Ishita and I'm your learning buddy, Tia, for today. I will help you learn. We are going to have a lot of fun here today. That's why buddy. And for your parents, I will be helping both of you to identify Tia's strengths today. Okay, like what is it that she already has and how can we just leverage those skills so that she becomes that confident public speaker. Yeah. And yes, I welcome all of you to this session. And looking forward to have a lot of fun learning time. 2 things that I'm going to, request all of us here to operate with. Tia, can you read out the first one, please?
Okay. Speak up. Ask chair.
Yes. So what do you think speak up means?
It means that we should speak and interact with you.
Yes, definitely interact with me. And how we will do that is whenever, we have an idea, we will share it with everyone. And whenever you have a question, you want to ask a doubt, feel free to ask it. Or even if not a doubt, you are curious to learn something, then also ask a question. Okay? All right. Okay. And second one, let's ask your mom to read. Yes, Ms. Anuradha, can you read the second one, please?
Yeah. Second one is high energy. Use hands, face, eyes, and voice at all times.
Yes, thank you so much. I feel like energy in the room is already high, so I'm loving that. Let's, maintain that energy throughout so that we can have all the fun. And one request that whenever we are speaking, you would have seen me that I'm using my hands, I'm making some expressions, right? So whenever we are speaking, I would want all of us to try to use our hands, our face, our eyes, and voice effectively at all times. Can we do that?
Yes.
Yes. Amazing. Love it. Okay. Okay, now you know something about me, right? I would want you all to also introduce yourself. So let's try with first Tia. So Tia, here are some of the sentences. You can use these sentences to, share a bit about yourself, and then we'll also hear from your parents.
Okay. My name is Tia Agarwal.
Mm-hmm.
I am 11 years old.
Okay.
I am in grade 6.
Nice. Okay.
In my free time, I like to do drawing.
Oh, nice. Okay. And
I like to do Python.
Python? Are you serious? You know Python coding?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm learning it.
Oh, wow. That is so cool. I tried learning coding when I was young, and I was like, oh my God, what is all these things? Sometimes the syntax would go wrong and something or the other would happen. Does that happen with you also? You're like, are you always correct with your syntax? Or
Sometimes it happens.
Sometimes it happens. Then how do you solve it?
By rechecking the code again.
Nice. I feel like you must be very patient then, because it requires a lot of patience. And that is also telling me one more thing about you, that you are very careful maybe, because coding also requires attention to detail. So that's interesting, Tia. Is that correct, Mr. and Mrs. Agarwal?
Yes.
Yeah. See, so something that I wasn't when I was young, that's why I can identify this in Tia. Great. Thank you so much, Tia. Maybe, you can teach me Python and I can also learn something from you in our classes. All right. Okay. And now I would request both of you, Mr. and Mrs. Agarwal, to also, introduce yourselves and just a little bit about why you are here. What would you want for Tia?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go first. My name is Manish Arya, and I work for Publicis Sapient. I am a tech professional.
Oh, amazing.
My daughter has an inclination towards coding.
I can see where it is coming from.
So I'm here because I want my child to be not just confident in public speaking, but feel confident within, so that she can express herself at any given platform, be it a social platform, be it a chat with friends, and in a social circle or in a small circle, she can express herself freely.
Amazing.
I can help my child by all I know is coding and IT, so all I can help her with that. But certainly, I'm looking forward for you to take care of my child so that she can be confident in the public.
Definitely. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I think, as you rightly mentioned, these are the skills that are required in today's world. And I really liked how you mentioned, not just confidence from outside, but within. And that also means that Tia should be comfortable with who she is and get able to express in the outside world. Thank you so much, Mr. Manish. And Ms. Anuradha, would you also want to share?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Anuradha, and I'm a manager working with a company, and I'm here because I want my child to become definitely a public speaker. And she is very good in imagination. So if you give any word to her, so she can express herself. But I want that to explore more in herself. So I can help my child by supporting her in each and everything. So obviously, being a mother, I can support her. So
that's the biggest thing the parents can do, just supporting them in whatever they want to be, whoever they want to be. So that's the most important thing. And okay, now I see why she also likes to draw. You said she's very creative and has good imagination. Interesting. So wow, Tia, I'm learning so much about you even when I'm talking to your parents. Great. All right. So let me, also share some quick context. I know both of you were asking that, why you both have to be here. So let me now share the reason. Of course, I said that, we will be having activities where both of you would also be engaged. At the same time, we will also, two things that we will be doing specifically for both of you is one, share Tia's unique strengths and future opportunities via Planet Spark. And B, we would also be guiding you on, how can we personalize Tia's learning path. We believe a lot on personalization of the learning process in order to ensure that, whatever that goal that you just shared with me, that you want for Tia, how can we achieve that goal? Yeah. So this is what we will be doing throughout the session. And of course, towards the end, we will have detailed discussion. Yeah. Okay. Any questions so far?
No, not yet.
All right. Okay. Okay. And as we begin, so this is another role that both of you would be playing. So Tia, we will be having a lot of activities and games, which I've been saying, right? Now, whenever you feel that you need some help and you are stuck in the game, so you have 2 lifelines. And who are these lifelines? Can you please read it out?
How to use Lifeline. Your parents are your lifeline. Shout lifeline whenever you need help.
Yeah, so whenever you are stuck, your two lifelines are present just they're sitting adjacent to you, okay? So your parents are your lifelines today in the game. So whenever you need help, you can choose that, you have two lifelines and both your mom and dad are here. So you can choose whose help do you want and, they can help you out. Yeah? Okay.
So that was the context setting, teachers. First of all, let me tell you that the classroom that we witnessed right now is an ideal classroom. Why am I addressing it as an ideal classroom? Number one, both the parents were available in the class and the learner had joined with a laptop. Please write down because these are the two basic conditions that we would try our level best to fulfill it. We'll also discuss what if both the parents are not agreeing, what to do. We'll discuss everything. But the ideal situation of a demo classroom is both parents should be available and the learner should join with a laptop and not a mobile phone. Now, second question for all of you here is, okay, also write down Ishita was the name of the educator. So I will be addressing her as Ishita. And the name of the learner was Tia. So henceforth, I would be addressing them as Ishita and Tia only, not the educator and the learner. Okay. So Ishita asked Tia to introduce herself with the help of a slide. Tia mentioned that in my free time, I love doing Python coding. What did Ishita do after that and what was the purpose of doing that? Priyadarshini, yes.
Good morning. So after Ishita said, Tia said, Ishita, it's given the good feedback that she is loving it, and she also said that Ishita also tried to learn about Python, but I have been very tensed. Even though you have more patience, that is the reason you are learning Python in this age itself. Like those kind of commands and feedback she gave in a good manner.
And
so it encourages the kid to learn more on that.
Lovely. So here Ishita just trying to build that connection with the child. Python coding, that's great. Even when I tried as a child, I was unable to do it. So she was giving that confidence to the learner. Not only that, she also mentioned maybe towards the end, you can give me some tips on Python coding.
Exactly.
So there she was telling that I am the teacher doesn't mean I'm going to have that upper hand. I'm going to dominate the class. We are going to be equal partners. I'll teach you something. You teach me something.
You also teach me something like that.
That she was just setting the stage and trying to make the kid comfortable in the class.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So lower down your hands, teachers. Let's go back to the screen. What happened in context setting? First part, I'll discuss a little later. Write down whenever I'll be saying set the expectations or setting expectations. It would mean both the parents and laptop. The presence of both the parents and the learner should join with the laptop. That is termed as setting the expectations. Okay. I'll come back to this. Then in the context setting, it was nothing but the ice-breaking part. Ishita was trying to make the child comfortable. She was trying to get more information about the child, about the parents. So it was just the ice-breaking part. She welcomed the parent and the child to the class. She get to know the child and the parent, and she shared the class agenda and created some excitement. Now, we want both the parents to be there in the class and we want them to join with the laptop. There are many reasons why we want both the parents to be there during the demo class. Can you please raise your hands and share some important points why both the parents should be there in the class? Girish.
Hello, ma'am. So basically, what I feel is if parents are there, so they can tell us and guide us like what are their strengths and how exactly they want to grow in their life for their kids.
Lovely. So, the expectations. Sometimes, to be very honest, there are certain things about my son which I am very well aware of. But there are certain aspects of my son which my husband is very well aware of. So, when we both are there, we can share our expectations. We can tell you more about the child. That is why presence of both the parents is needed. Okay, Pranjal? Any other reason?
Yeah. Apart from that, there's also the first rapport building, that we're starting building relationships with the parents and the children. Apart from expectations, I think that will be a very important step towards relationship building with not just the kid but the parents.
Lovely. So it is a great opportunity for all of you to build that connection, to build that rapport, not only with the child and one parent, but with both the parents and the child. Thank you, Pranjal. Tasneem?
To understand parents for that how we are going to engage the students, how we are going to make them understand, how we are going to teach by activity based.
Lovely. We want both the parents to experience how we are conducting the classes. You know, the entire class would be activity based. It would be very informative. It would be very engaging. We want both of them to experience this. Okay. Sheila? I think Sheila, yeah.
No, it's Shaila. It's Shaila, not
Sheila. Okay, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. Pardon me
Yeah.
for that. Yes,
No,
Sheila.
it's okay. Ma'am, as we start teaching a child, we have our own goals. So with the parents there, the mission becomes more easy because as you said that both of them have a clear inclination towards what the child needs to be taught. So with the package we have, plus what the input the parents are giving, both of them when bombarded together gives us the exact note what has to be done with the child. Because every
Lovely.
child is different.
Lovely. So it would become very easy for you to decide the roadmap because there would be a collaboration between the teacher and both the parents here. Thank you. Chandru, the most important reason is still missing. I'm looking for the most important one here. Chandru, yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Hmm.
Yeah, as most of them have covered the similar things, and most mainly we are aiming to give the parents info about how we have designed the curriculum in a way so that we can make the children and the progress in their communication skill as well as the public speaking skills in the right way, so that they can speak confident in us.
Lovely. So
And we are
again,
making the parents to believe that that children are in the right way, so that they can learn more in the classes
very
with their
good.
activity.
Very good. Somebody has given this the answer. Who was that? Give me 1 minute. Sarah, kindly raise your hand. Sarah, are you there? Sarah Pratima. Please share
Yes,
your
ma'am.
viewpoint. Yes.
Like if both the parents are present, it makes the decision making easy because if the father is the financial, if he holds the final authority in the financial decision, then it makes it easy if both the parents are present, and fathers tend to be sometimes very financially up there. Yeah. So, thank you, ma'am.
Yes, very important point, teachers. Okay, let's do a role play. Vaishnavi, are you married? Okay, she has lowered her hand. Anybody who's married, keep your hands raised. Otherwise, lower down your hands. Okay, Priyadarshini, married? Unmute. Imagine I am an educator and I have conducted a demo for your son or your daughter. Okay, you have a son or a daughter?
Recently married.
Sorry?
I'm recently married.
You are recently married. Okay, then let me, Brahmra, you have kids?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so son or a daughter?
Daughter.
Daughter. So imagine I'm an educator. I have conducted a demo for your daughter. Only you were there. Your husband was not there in the demo class. Correct? You really
Yes.
loved my demo. Your kid also enjoyed the demo class a lot. Now, towards the end, the last 15 minutes, I'm asking you that, okay, ma'am, when would you like to enroll your child with us? What would you tell me? Be very honest here.
I would definitely tell I'll talk to my husband and then come back to you.
Okay, so here the
Help.
process is delayed because she said that I'm going to discuss it with my husband, and it's not only the case with wives. Even if single father is there, they'll always tell you, I'll discuss it with my wife and I'll get back to you. Correct? So now
Yes.
imagine I'm your husband now, Pramra. Would you mind if I do the role play of your husband?
Yeah, ma'am, you
है
can.
ना? So you
Yeah, you
conducted,
can.
you were a part of the demo class, and now I'm your husband. You have to tell me how was the demo class because you want your child to be enrolled with Planet Spark. So I'm your husband. What would you tell me?
It was a very interactive demo. I think our daughter can improve if she joins this Planet Spark. I would try to convince instead of I convincing him. If he is physically present in the class, he'll be knowing what is happening there. So I might convince him, but he should have that from inbuilt, right? Yeah, ma'am.
Lovely. Brahmara, see, she's going to be an educator. Most of the parents in India are not that aware. Please, you'll be having kids from villages, from government schools, everywhere. The mothers are not that eloquent. What they'll pass on to Brahmara also summed up the entire demo class in one sentence. It was interactive. I believe my child is going to learn a great deal. Was Brahmara able to do justice to the hard work that the teacher or the educator had put in for those 50-55 minutes? Not at all. Correct? And the father would not be convinced. If I just say that it was an interactive class, I think we should enroll him in the sessions. It is not convincing enough for the father. That is why if both the parents are there, when they witness it, they can take their decision and you can understand their expectations. Whatever doubts they have, you can clarify in the class only. That is why we would try our level best to rope in both the parents. We'll also discuss what if one of the parent is not available, what to do. We are going to discuss every scenario, but the ideal situation is both parents have to be there. And lower down your hands. Why they should be joining with a laptop and not a mobile phone? The reasons are pretty obvious. Small screen, the experience is not that better. Imagine watching a movie on your TV and going to a theater and watching the movie. So the experience would be better if they join with a laptop. There would be less distractions. Laptop, it's a professional setting. The laptop is there, child is sitting, but if it is a mobile phone, usually the child would be carrying the phone in his or her hand, and every time you'll be able to see the child like this, constantly shaking, moving his camera, correct? Not only that, sometimes you'll even experience that small kids usually, ma'am, बाहर ना एक बहुत beautiful सा flower है. I want you to show that flower. And if it is a phone camera, he'll run around the entire house trying to show you that beautiful flower or the beautiful litter of cats, kittens, whatever it is. So it is always better that they should be joining with a laptop and both the parents should be there. Not only that, why laptop? Because the child would be required to read from the screen also. And if it is a small screen, the child would be reading like this, squinting his or her eyes. The experience is not going to be better. Next, we want 3 participants, both the parents and the child. If it is a phone camera, it would be like, now Papa wants to speak, now Mama wants to speak, now I want to speak. Every time the camera would be moving here and there only. But if it is a wider camera, all the 3 participants would be visible in a single frame. Okay. Next, what is the objective of our class? To teach them body language, the use of hand gestures, how to use your eyes. Again, if it is a small camera, it won't be properly visible. Whether you are showing it or whether the child is doing it, it would be difficult for you. That is why we always prefer a laptop and not a mobile phone. Now, the ideal situation is this, both the parents present and laptop, but there are a number of possible challenges that you are going to face here. What could be the challenges? That the learner has not joined with the laptop. Both the parents are at home, but one parent is busy. Only one parent is at home, or parents do not want to sit through the entire class. So here there's a video for all of you. Let me tell you that this video is made only for training purpose. Okay? Why only for training purpose? Because here the learner had not joined with a laptop and Ishita would be convincing by giving them the convincing reasons that why you need to join with a laptop. But here you will see a lot of learning time is compromised. Okay? Imagine you have booked a session for 6 to 7, another session 7 to 8. Now I have joined at 6 p.m. as a learner. I did not join with a laptop. Now you'll waste 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, you haven't joined with a laptop. I'll wait for you. Log out from this session link. Turn on your laptop. I'll wait. 5-10 minutes kahin nahi jate. You waste those 5-10 minutes. And Imagine you have next session at 7 o'clock. You have to wind up the session before 7 p.m. only. So to avoid this, write it down. Setting the expectations is something that you are going to do on the slot confirmation call. Remember, I told you once you pick up a demo, you have to make a slot confirmation call. There only you'll set clear expectation to the parents that, ma'am, I want both the parents to be there in the class and I want you to join with a laptop so that you don't waste or compromise on the learning time. But how to convince them? What are the convincing reasons that you can give? For that, we have made this video. Again, I'm telling you, this is just for the training purpose. Setting expectation should be done during the slot confirmation call. So here, I'll go and play the video.
Okay. Hi, Tia. Hi. Oh, hi, Tia. I can't see you. Can you please switch on your video?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, hi, Tia. Hi, Ms. Anuradha. We spoke on.
Hi, ma'am. Hi.
You've joined from phone. Okay. So thank you so much, first of all, for, being on time for the session. Very glad to see you both. Just one request. Can we, do you have a laptop device at home?
Yes, ma'am, we have, but it is a little busy actually. My younger daughter is doing something on the laptop.
Oh, okay. Is she attending any class or just working on it?
Not just to paint and all, but she's small, so maybe she'll not give.
Oh, okay.
That's why we have joined the phone.
Okay, I understand. Though I would have to request you to, please join from the laptop. Reason being that, we will be playing a lot of activities and Tia would have to read out from the slides. So, from phone, it will become very difficult. And also, I would love to see both of your faces, like complete faces. Right now, I can see sometimes half of Tia, half of you. So it would be great if you can, join from a laptop. So it's okay. Take your time. Don't worry, I'm here only. You can go convince your younger daughter. And yeah.
Ma'am, थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है ना उसको मनाना. So, okay, give me just 5 minutes and we'll try to log in through laptop.
Sure. Don't worry. Take your time. I'm here only. Yeah.
Okay. So, हम log out कर दें यहाँ से?
हाँ जी. आप phone से log out कर.
Okay. So like I mentioned, it wastes a lot of quality learning time. But what were the convincing reasons? Let's understand that. What were the reasons that Ishita gave? I need a volunteer who would be reading this for me. The first one to raise their hands. Quickly raise your hands, teachers. Nishita. Everyone else, please lower down your hands. Rishita, read the convincing reasons. How can you convince the parents to join with a laptop? And everyone else, please take a screenshot of this. Very important.
The child will be required to look and read from the screen most of the times. The activities where you all will be participating requires you to use your hands and hence it will not be visible on phone camera properly. You will also be participating and a phone camera will not provide enough space for me to see all of you.
So self-explanatory, we have discussed all the 3 reasons. The child would be reading from the screen. You need to use your hand gestures and all 3 of you will not give me the phone angle would not give me enough space to see all 3 of you together. I hope you have taken a screenshot of this. Now the second scenario is the mother has joined the session but the father hasn't joined. So how Ishita would be convincing? First, let's watch this.
See, you have joined from phone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Anuradha. Thanks, Tia. And see, now I can see both of you together on a bigger screen. So, of course, the experience would also be better. So, thank you so much. I hope your younger daughter didn't feel bad that we took the laptop from her.
She's just right away.
Oh, she's there only. Oh, okay. I'll apologize to her later for sure. Okay, great. Okay, I just wanted to confirm one more thing that whether your husband would also be joining us.
Actually, he is busy with his calls, so
okay.
अभी possible नहीं हो पाएगा. Can we start? So he will join in between if it is possible.
So actually, we will be doing a lot of activities in the session only today. Whenever there are a lot of activities, our class is not just designed for a child. We also try to engage parent. That's one of the reason. And second, it's also an opportunity for both of you to be able to understand that okay, what are Tia's strengths? Because through every activity, we will be also doing a debrief, and through that you'll get to know what is it that Tia is really good at. So I think it would be really helpful if both of you are there together, and we will also be in fact after able to illustrate Tia's strengths and everything. We will also be sharing our feedback with her, for her with both of you, and a plan based on her performance. That how can we go forward from here? How can we proceed forward? So it is actually really important for both of you to be there.
Okay, so ma'am, मैं देख कर आती हूँ and I'll.
Sure, yeah, it's okay. We'll wait. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, Hi, you're back? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am actually is in the middle of his call, so
Okay.
अभी free नहीं हो पाएंगे.
Okay. Do you want to do this like after half an hour? I can, we can again come back in half an hour.
हो जाएगा actually टिया की एक और क्लास है उसके बाद.
Okay.
हाँ, so it will be late.
Okay.
ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि can we start and he can come in between ऐसा.
Okay. Beginning में थोड़ा हम activity करने वाले थे. How much time will he take?
एक बार check करना पड़ेगा.
Sure. Yeah, it's okay. I'll wait. Don't worry. Yeah. Oh, hi.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello. How are you?
All good, ma'am. All good. So do you actually need both the parents here?
Yes, actually, I was just sharing with your wife that there would be a lot of activities that we will be doing where both the parents would also be involved. And secondly, this is an opportunity for both of you to also experience the demo and see how we design the class, and we'll be highlighting Tia's strength as well. So it would be helpful if both of you are here.
You take my opinion, ma'am. This is a child's demo. I think she can take it better. I can join at the end, and I've already interacted with you in the beginning. So if it's okay, I can join back in some time. Is that okay?
I think I'm so sorry. I know, I might be asking you to stay for an hour, but it would be extremely helpful. So if you could join.
No, understood, ma'am. I'll be here. I'll be around.
Thank you so much. Maybe you can take a chair and be.
I'll
and I see Tia's sister also. Hi.
Okay. So here teachers, sorry, why did I stop sharing the screen? First, we need to see the convincing reasons that were given by Ishita. Again, I'll be needing a volunteer. Who would be my...
So you have joined from phone.
Okay, Priya Darshini. So what are the convincing reasons? Priya, read the first point. Mahira would read the second point. Sorry, Mahira has lowered. Priya Darshini would read the first point, Priyanka the second point, and Jaya the third point. So Priya, please go ahead and read the first point.
The video, it's not visible, ma'am. I mean, the screen sharing is not visible.
Teachers, are you able to see the screen? Priyanka, is it visible? Yes, please go ahead, Priyanka. You need to check your settings, Priya Darshini. Yes, Priyanka.
Yes, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ma'am, in the first point, it is written that I will share detailed feedback on the child's strength and areas of improvement. So it would help us on the same page.
Very important point. Like when you tell the parents after that 45 minutes of interaction, I'm going to share a detailed feedback. They'll be like, okay, I'll get to know about the strengths, about the areas of improvement of my child. So I should better attend the session. Okay. Jaya, the second reason, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you reshare the screen again? For me, it is not visible.
I'm so sorry, Jaya. Your voice is
will be able.
Jaya, your voice is breaking. You need to
make the decision faster.
Jaya, I have muted yourself. Okay. Because you were not. Priya Darshini, I have already shared the screen. You need to click on Shilpa Jain's screen on top of your page. Then you'll be able to see it. Priya. Okay. Bhavani, can you read the second?
Like the screen is blurred. Can you reshare again so that I can see good?
Priya, that is what I'm trying to say, that it is not an error from my side. You need to click on Shilpa Jain's shared screen. If not, please quickly do a chat GPT. If I'm not able to see the screen on Zoom meeting, what should I do? That would give you a resolution because the screen is shared from my end. There's a problem at your end, Priya. Bhavani, kindly read this.
Yes, ma'am. You will also understand how we conduct our classes and will be able to make the decision faster.
Thank you. And the last one, Umama.
And lastly, some of the activities in the class will also require your presence.
Very good. So these are the 3 convincing reasons that we are going to give to the parents. Now, when the mother said that, lower down your hands everyone, before going on a break, let me quickly discuss this. The mother said that, I don't think my husband would be able to join because he's there in a meeting. What did Ishita say? If anybody noticed, what did she say? She gave a solution. What was that solution? If anybody noticed the video. Fair Bernard. Yes.
Hi, ma'am. She gave an option like that if she wanted, she could also wait and or she could also rejoin and give another slot for them so that they could become free and
Lovely. Please write down a term. We call it reschedule the class. She gave an option of rescheduling the class that, if you are not available, if your husband is not available, Instead of maybe 5 p.m., 6 p.m., can we do it at 8 p.m., 9 p.m.? So she gave the option of rescheduling the class. Lower down your hands, everyone. Teachers, acha, it's 11:20. No worries. Once we come back from the break, we will be having a detailed discussion. But right now, you have a little idea. Once we return from the break, we would be having 5 to 10 minutes discussion on this topic only, both the parents and laptop, and then we'll move further. But right now, you know the rule. It's time to log out, log into the next session. Mics off, cameras off. Enjoy your break of 10 minutes, teachers. Waiting for you in the next session link. Bye-bye.